right. So Vienna is just cleaning up our little hamster's cage. As you can see, it tends to be a little bit of a mess, so hopefully your child knows how to use a vacuum cleaner after. But this is Hammy. He happens to be the sweetest hamster in the world. I've grown up around hamsters, but this hamster in particular has never once nipped anybody or bitten anybody. He's just the sweetest, sweetest boy ever. So, highly recommend finding a hamster that seems kind of chill in the pet store. Too close. Too close. Yeah, because when they're in the pet store, you can kind of see their temperament if somebody's willing to stick their hand in there and kind of see which hamster is the most mellow.
He had a gray hamster with him at the pet store, and it was kind of crazy.
Okay, so the gray hamster looked crazy. This guy seemed a little mellow, so we decided to pick him. And it's always a little bit of a gamble. You never truly know, but I just swear this is the sweetest little boy ever. And so Vienna just put some wood shavings in there, just replaced all his shavings. They are a natural, what are they, pine? Not natural aspen, or you can use pine also.
I think the last one we got kind of stunk.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Oh. Okay, so he likes to play with all the little cardboard things that Vienna creates for him.
He has a hamster spaceship right here.
Yeah, so Vienna made a spaceship for him, just in case he wants to go outer space.
His controllers and his smiley face stuff on the wall, and his back window.
And he sticks his little head out the window. It's very cute.
Yeah.
And what about that little
this
tunnel?
Is tunnel, and it goes right here. But when I haven't finished fixing his bed yet.
Okay. He really loves to just go through anything. These are just recycling things that you can just put in there and use for your hamster.
And here's this fluffy stuff. You put it inside his bed.
Right.
Just take this much.
Just about that much?
In here.
Okay. And he'll fluff it up himself.
And then you put this. You can put this right here and put Kleenex. Pull it up, ripped up Kleenex in here.
Show us the bag of the fluff so people know what it is.
Okay, let me just put
The
this.
fluff that they use for their bed, it needs to be something that is made of, like, what is that made of? I think it was the cellulose or something. What did it say on the back?
It says, I don't really know.
Okay, we just want it to be something that's meant for hamsters, if they're going to make
And
their
it
bed.
can work for bunnies too.
And, oh yeah, works for bunnies also. But yeah, he likes to he'll whip it up into his own bed. You don't have to put much, and he'll just fluff it. There he is. Hey, Ham, what are you doing, little Ham? And Hammy loves treats.
Here's his food.
All right. So it's just like a blend of seeds and corn and things like that. But he loves treats. So always remember every day to bring your hamster a treat, like blueberries or strawberries or there they are. Yeah, there's his food close up. And anything you're eating that you think your hamster might like that's healthy, like a carrots, vegetables. Yeah.
Look,
yeah.
he's ripping up his bed right now.
Once in a blue moon, we'll give him a little treat of cheese or
He's
something.
getting his bed made up. Yeah. Okay, I'll get. He's looking for the Kleenex. I'll be right back with it.
Okay. So
here's the Kleenex. You just rip it up like this. If you just put a sheet in there, usually they'll rip it up themselves. But they like it better like this.
okay, yeah, because they could probably rip it up themselves, but she's helping him out a little.
Yeah, he likes it ripped up himself.
Yeah, so this is fun for him to do. It gives him. You just want to give them something to keep themselves busy, so they don't get bored. When we picked this little hamster out, we just just so you know, if you're ever looking for a hamster that hopefully will not be a biter, look for the most mellow hamster in the cage when you go to the pet store. This little guy was so mellow. I mean, there's no guarantees, but it worked for us with this guy. He was very mellow from the very get-go.
Oh, and my cousin Eastland's hamster is pretty mellow. She only bit someone once, and now she's done doing that.
Right. Sometimes they do nip in the beginning, and they get tame, and the more you hold them. But this guy was special because he never, ever once nipped anybody. So he's just been a perfect little hamster. We'll be very, very sad someday when we no longer have him because he's just so good. We've been spoiled.
And so once you've had this ripped up, you stick it in like a dish, or you can just sit it in his bed, and
Yeah.
he'll just use it.
Right. He knows what to do with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to put your hamster cage together now?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll come back in just a minute.
This right here, because it kind of hurts your finger.
Okay, so Vienna just finished putting the top back on the cage. This is Java. Hopefully he won't bark too much during this video. He can be a little bit of a nuisance sometimes, huh, Java?
So Hammy likes to park his spaceship on his roof.
Oh, he does. And did you clean his water and his food?
Well,
Changes
his food
food?
is fine, but the water needs to be changed.
Right. So Vienna changes his water every time she changes the bedding in the cage because just like people, hamsters also like to have fresh water. After a while, the water doesn't taste so good.
And if you want nobody to get into your cage or something, you can just put a little lock like this.
We have found that that's a really good idea, having the lock on the cage, because Vienna has friends that come over sometimes, and some of her friends are younger than she is.
You can't open the cage.
Right. And sometimes what happens is those friends will open the cage, and Vienna doesn't know about it, and they'll start playing with the hamster, and then they forget to put him back in the cage. And we find him later roaming around the house with our 2 cats. Not a good idea. So a little lock on the cage is sometimes a very good idea if you know you're going to have other kids running around in the house.
Okay, so you can pause the video while I fill up this water.
Okay, so Vienna's putting the water, the fresh water, back onto the cage. It holds 32 ounces of water, so
No,
it can last 35 ounces. So if you go on a trip, at least you have something that's going to hold water for quite a while.
This is hard.
It is hard to get that on, isn't it?
This-
Yeah, just a minute. So Hammy's been let out of his ball that he was rolling around in while Vienna was cleaning his cage.
Now he's in there.
And now he's back in bed because, he's kind of nocturnal. So he is
Wait a minute,
closing
I can
his
get a good view.
eyes.
I can get a good view.
Okay, get a good view of him. He's so cute.
There he is.
Our sweet little ham.
This is what it looks like through his tunnel, into his bed.
Fun. Okay. All right, let's say adios.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Here's his cage. I just need to put the bottle back on.
All right, we're good. Put it inside the hamster cage. Alrighty, so Vienna is all done. Now Hammy is very happy.
Yep, he's sleeping inside his nice little cage. His
Yes,
bed.
yes. So everything is nice and clean. You need to do that because nobody likes to live roll around in their pee, in their poo.
And with dirty, stinky water.
Yeah, it was starting to smell a little ripe in here, so that's why I said, Vienna, get in here. Clean Hammy's cage. Bye-bye.